Hello everyone, and welcome to my Days of Our Lives official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Eric's Italy visit shocks and Nicole Exes land in enticing area? Days of Our Lives uncover that Nicole Di Mera is off supporting Holly Jonas, who's recuperating at a cutting-edge center in Italy. However, DOL has also been highlighting Eric Brady's affection for Holly and his role as Holly's primary father figure in the past. Is it possible that Eric will ultimately decide to fly to Italy to check on Holly? Eric could try and book a photography gig for a picturesque marriage there to give him one more motivation to appear. Notwithstanding, Eric could appear at Holly's office and find Nicole deterred over her little girl staying in a state of extreme lethargy. Holly may not answer the treatment as quick as Nicole would like, so she could require somebody to rest on. Eric could show up at the ideal second and put forth a valiant effort to comfort Nicole in her period of scarcity. It's easy to imagine Eric comforting Nicole in her hotel room, so these ex-boyfriends could find themselves in enticing territory. Eric could consider his second thoughts about abandoning his family for Africa when he was hitched to Nicole. Fans of Days have heard Eric express his regrets to Holly, but Nicole may soon hear how sorry he is and how he wishes he had fully appreciated being Holly's father. Even if Holly isn't aware of it, Eric might want to make up for that now by supporting Nicole and showing her some extra love. Naturally, we ought to mention that Eric and Sloane Peterson Brady will experience issues with their intimacy in the upcoming weeks. Eric may feel a little unfulfilled as a result of the fact that Days say Sloane and Eric's attempts to fall in love will continue to fail. Nicole has been separated from EJ Di Mera and exclusively centered around Holly for some time now, so she could understand the amount she's been yearning for some association in the room on the off chance that Eric appears. When two vulnerable soulmates are all alone, especially in a romantic setting like Italy, things can get steamy. In the event that Eric and Nicole give up to enticement, Eric could fly back to Salem with a gigantic conning secret and Nicole could do the equivalent once Holly at long last recuperates. In the Days of Our Lives episode, spoilers suggest that Dr. Sarah Horton takes on a baffling new patient named Paulina. How might she respond when she figures out it's a terrified Paulina? More importantly, will she be able to assist the mayor in resolving her health issue? Paulina needs assistance. Paulina Cost knows her malignant growth analysis is serious, yet totally treatable and reparable. Notwithstanding, she is famously an individual who likes to be in charge of each and every feature of her life. Also, she's not one to request help without any problem. Yet, it seems to be that she's going to specialty. While this ought to be an unexpected move for Paulina, it truly isn't. Despite having the best oncologist on her side, the specialist doesn't have the best bedside way. The city chairman truly valued Sarah, Lindsay Godfrey, connecting with her and making sense of the subsequent stages in a quiet, enlightening, compassionate way. Therefore, Paulina must have suddenly turned to Sarah for assistance because of this. Sharing and mindful unspying. After Steve and John's late-night talk in Horton Town Square, Steve's more stressed than any time in recent memory. He fears that the pawn and Constantine are associated. Therefore, he chooses to impart his anxiety to Kayla. Elsewhere in the world, Leo staggers on what could be an issue on everyone's mind for his woman informant section. He gets Stephanie leaving Everett's room. How's he going to manage this succulent chunk of data? Quality time. Nothing can destroy Johnny's mindset, isn't that so? He's going to get hitched to his first love. Sadly, Johnny discovers that Stefan is in a bad mood. What a buzzkill. Last but not least, Wendy and Tripp are deeply in love. They not only coordinate geocaching scavenger hunts, but they also break the law and promise to safeguard his mother together. The time has come for Wendy to spend some quality one-on-one time with Ava. What could possibly go wrong? Lists of things to get and indulgences. With regards to Days of Our Lives, each fan has their own viewpoint and cleanser center is the same. For 5 days, we sat and watched the upside, the awful, and in the middle between. Here we lead with positive thinking. Sadly, we don't necessarily in every case get what we need. As a result, here is a summary of Days week. How I'm feeling right now, on Days, Sloane Peterson is quickly becoming my favorite guilty pleasure character. Do I need Sloane with Eric? Firmly no. Is it bad for her to have worked with Tina Huang's Melinda to steal Nicole's child? Firmly, yes. Also, I want her to tell Nicole and Eric everything right away, or at least when Nicole comes back to town. However, it is entertaining to watch Sloane deal with the extreme circumstances of her life. She's winding herself all around to oblige Leo, a diva of the greatest request. What's more, when the two are in similar room, her demeanors after Leo drops an insult or three are precious. This week's drunken and disorderly behavior was also excellent. Nobody, not even Deidre Hall's Marlena Evans, could ever threaten Sloane. However, Marlena's very presence affected her. She's really fortunate the grade specialist is so understanding. In spite of the fact that, how she survived Marlena's gazes of destruction during that evening gathering is impossible for me to grasp. This week, the photograph shoot Leo set up with Eric pushed Sloane over the edge. The attorney needs to shuffle so many things that could detonate all around her. Having said all that, I would cherish it assuming that this story accelerated a little. It drags on. Regarding Xander Cook, I either love or can't stand this character. Paul Telfer is a mesmerizing beast, and I love how he portrays Xander's arrogant ways. Furthermore, as I referenced beforehand, I'm getting back ready for Xander and Sarah subsequent to leaping off their boat some time back. However, I also remember Xander's crimes, some of which are difficult to attribute. What's more, at any rate, I don't need a Xander that is okay and an honest way of living. He is shady to me. It seems like the show is making a respectable attempt to recover him, despite the fact that, we'll see where this secret call leads him, however I'm torn concerning whether I need him reclaimed. There, I said it. Different days considerations. Day's list of things to get. Eli and Lonnie are going back to attend Johnny and Chanel's wedding. More than anything else, I want this. This adorable couple is finally going to have a real wedding. Furthermore, despite the fact that they're making it little for the reasons for what their families are going through, I actually believe they should focus on this occasion. Please bring back Eli and Lonnie, as Paulina is going through her own crisis and needs them as well. She figured out she has perhaps of the most treatable malignant growth, however by the day's end, it's still disease. She requires everyone in her life's support. Furthermore, Lonnie and Eli are family. Also, Lonnie ought to be released from prison. My best belief, all in all, we as a whole are in understanding that Ava and Harris concocted an arrangement to manage this medication emergency, correct? Behind the shut entryways of the PCPD cross-examination room where Ava slapped Harris after he kissed her? Despite her efforts to shield Harris throughout the ordeal, Ava has always wanted to tell Harris, which is odd considering that he is a police officer who can take care of himself. In any case, they had just enough time to formulate a strategy and allow her to download Harris. What's more, presently she's showcasing another phony situation. Talking about which? Apologies, not sorry, Ava and Stefan need to quit kissing. Entire stop. At least Gabby knows about his fictitious relationship now. That means a lot to me. Much obliged to you, show, for beginning to move this pawn story along. John is as of now looking sad, and he doesn't know why. Steve is similarly as impacted, however another way. How about we move this train along? Showing backing, I love Maggie needing to show up for Brady and Teresa. She continues to give Constantine the benefit of the doubt, which makes me dislike her.